Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. And yeah, let's fire out the MiG-29 again, but today we are testing out the new missiles a little bit more. So yeah, we have the dev updated, and yeah, it's complicated. The R-27T is a little bit nerfed, but not too much. It is a little bit more avoidable than it was. And the R-73 is a little bit buffed, but not too much as well. You can see that it's better, but it's not game changer. It still does some bugs and stuff, but it is indeed better. So as you see here, we are using the R-73s. The guy takes power off. I mean, the missile will go for the flares still. And sometimes there are bugs like this happen. I mean, I was clicking to fire the missile, but the missile were just not firing. So I don't know what was that. But yeah, and as well, we tried some dogfights when the missiles were not connecting. So, for example, here we can see that already the flight model of the MiG-29 is way better than it was initially. I was having difficulties actually I actually recorded a video flying out the MiG-29 against the MLD, against the F-14, against the F-16. But the MiG-29 was basically a bus. It didn't turn anything. And it was just weird, right? So, I don't know. And here, it's a little bit better. It's still weird sometimes, but as you see here, you can beat the MLD. The F-16 is a little bit better in the instantaneous turn, but if you play it correctly, you can win it against the F-16. And here I was using also the gyro gun over here. It was a very weird experience. I think I had to lock on him to actually try to hit him, but it is just difficult. I prefer to have the normal gun and just do by instinct, right? Or we need to get used to this type of thing. So yeah, eventually I killed him, so pretty good. So yeah, here we try to test it out a little bit more of the missile. So head-on passes, the autopilot, as I said on the morning video that I did, talking a little bit about the dev update, it is weird, okay? It's really, really weird. The autopilot tries to autocorrect itself very badly sometimes, and it just do a lot of correction and then returns. So it's weird. I don't know. It just feels really, really weird. So I guess it's just a matter of trying to, you know, understand what is going on, maybe. And it's still work in progress, and yeah, it's complicated, right? But still, it's something that, it's a dev server, right? So we cannot even complain too much, right? So yeah, here we tried some cold aspect shots. As you see, I let him pass a little bit, and then I tried some cold aspect shots. And here you can see where the R-73 a little bit shines a little bit more, right? Or see how it is just ignoring a lot of flares, and then the autopilot just do some weird thing and it went for the flare. So yeah, it is ignoring a lot of flares, but it depends on the aircraft, and sometimes do kind of weird stuff like this, right? So it is not perfect. It is really, really nerfed, to be honest, compared to what an R-73 should have in real life. If you haven't seen any videos of DCS, of this missile, you will know what I'm saying, right? But it is problematic, right, to just complain about it, because if they add it like that, the missile would be very, very OP. We still don't have IRCCM in the game, apparently, in this missile. So IRCCM would basically means that it would change some aspect of the missile after it's launched, or to basically maintain the lock on the aircraft and not deviate for anything else. And we don't have that. It is always using the same gate, the same FOV, the same everything, right? Here we have the R-27. So as you see from far away, it still can be flared, but from really nearby, the R-27 is very, very good. It really ignores flares, even in a head-on. In a cold aspect shot, the R-27T is going to be amazing, amazing, but it is nerfed. You can feel that it is a lot worse than it was yesterday, and that will make me kind of want to use more the R-27R, right? Especially at the beginning of the battle. I would still use one R-27R, and after that, one R-27T. That would mean that it is just a tiny bit more reliable, right? Because at the start of the battle, you will go head-on most of the time against some players. And with that, the R version is going to be more reliable to get a 20-30 kilometer shot on the head-on, you know. And then after that, try to use the R-27T on an unsuspected target that doesn't know that you're there. Maybe using the R-73 as well. The R-73 has a very good range, so... But it is problematic, you know. I still am of the opinion that we should not get the R-73 unless it is fully added. Because it's just weird to balance things out, nerfing a missile with unrealistic capabilities, right? Here we had the F-14 against the MiG-29 with the missiles. So the first one is an R-73, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, flared it out, and then an R-27. And you cannot avoid it, especially with the F-14. The R-27T is just... Oh my god, that missile is so good. Oh my god, it's difficult. See the R-73 there. And then we have another R-73. I managed to flare it out a little bit to make it lose a little bit of connection with me, right? And it worked. And then we went for a dogfight here. I basically dumped out all the missiles. Almost got him there. And then it starts to become of the pilot. A striker here, my friend, he was not used to the MiG-29 too much, and I am a little bit used to the F-14. So, yeah. A dogfight always... It depends on the pilot, because I was flying against F-14s, as you saw on the video that I did with BVR, and I was winning with that flight model. But here I won with the F-14, so it depends on the pilot, right? Not talking trash about it, about my friend, but still, you know what I mean, right? It depends very much on the pilot, depends on the situation, so people need to get used to the aircraft. So here we are trying some cold aspect shots with the F-14, so I'm letting him get on my 6 and then fire a missile. These are R-73s, and as you see, it's just completely impossible to miss. It's just not even funny how difficult it is. So it will depend very much on the aircraft that you are flying against. It will depend on the aircraft that you're firing the missiles. Depends on many factors. An aircraft such as the F-14 will have a lot of troubles dealing with such missiles. I mean, almost got me there. Made me lose a lot of energy trying to evade this missile. Try to go for the roll here. It worked. So you can avoid it, but it is difficult. And then I was so slow that I cannot avoid the cannons. So even when you are avoiding the missiles, yeah, we're getting into another level of missile here. It's still nerfed. The R-73 is still nerfed, man. But you just cannot avoid the missile when in a cold aspect. So yeah. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about the R-73. And I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.